Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Monday. It's the 9-Minute Phill-Up. Can't thank you enough for joining us today on the 9-Minute Phill-Up. And you know what? If you watched our Off to the Races podcast with Mark Patterson from Mountaineer Racetrack and Gaming Resort, you got some good info. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll also talk about Cinco de Mayo. Planning any celebrations? Are you going to have a big day? Are you going to maybe go out to dinner at your favorite Mexican restaurant? You maybe make something at home, listen to some Mexican music. What are you going to do? You have any big plans for Cinco de Mayo? A lot of big days today as well. But, it's always big. It's in Toronto, Ohio. It is Valley Converting. If you need paper products recycled, there's only one place to go, and that's Valley Converting in the Gem City, T-Town of Toronto, Ohio. Whatever you need, Mike Biasi and his crew has you covered.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
So there you go. If you need anything in terms of your paper products being recycled, make sure you check in with Mike Biasi and his crew in the Gem City of Toronto, Ohio. He will take care of you. Make sure you get all that you need. And apparently, you bring enough paper, you'll get some paper back, some money back. So anyways, it is a Monday. Right now, sunny out in the Ohio Valley, at least where I am. So enjoying that sunshine. Hopefully it's a sunshiny day for you as well on the Cinco de Mayo. A couple comments coming in. Tom's nice. First. And Zachary Jones. Hi, Bill. Do you know what the WTOV9 football games of the week are at this point? I am not privy to that information. I'm sure we'll be releasing that in the near future. As soon as I have it, you'll have it. But I do not have that schedule in front of me. I'm not sure if the whole thing's been finalized. So that'll be released when the powers that be at WTOV9 are ready to release it. But I'm sure it'll be a great schedule. A lot of great teams around the Ohio Valley. So hopefully we'll have a big high school football season. So the Kentucky Derby, let's start with that. The Kentucky Derby over the weekend, a muddy racetrack, Churchill Downs, but it didn't stop the enthusiasm. Watched a lot of great races. It was kind of rainy on Saturday in the Ohio Valley as well, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to watch. I watched the pre-race, so that started about 2:30. I'm not sure when I started watching it, but they had some great races leading up to it where, some great finishes and then some spectacular performances where the horse was just too much. But the actual Derby itself ended up not disappointing at all. A muddy, wet, nasty trip for just about everybody. And Sovereignty and Journalism. They were the two out in front at the end. And Mark Patterson, as I mentioned, if you watch our Off to the Races podcast, he was right on the money. He said that Journalism was probably the best horse in the field. And if he got a good trip, probably would win the race. But he said that never really happens in the Kentucky Derby. A lot can happen. And he thought Sovereignty would be the horse that maybe might be there for the upset over Journalism. And that is what happened as Sovereignty just came down the stretch and had too much for Journalism. Was not, by a nose, but it was a close race, an exciting race, and Sovereignty gets the win. So next week, I'm sure we'll have Mark on again for our second edition of the Off to the Races podcast that is leading up to the second jewel in the Triple Crown, of course, the Preakness Stake in Baltimore, the run for the Black-Eyed Susans. So he was all over it. He sent me a text. He said, "Did you make any money on that one?" We might have put a dollar or two down, so that went okay. But then there were some other ones that got a little carried away, so it didn't really work out in the best favor, but it wasn't bad at all. My mom texted me, said she'd watched that. She made that her pick, Sovereignty. So she won. I guess her picks of the race. I don't think she gambled on it, but she got her pick. And Mark sent me a picture of the winning ticket that he had. So off to the races. Make sure you join us next week. We'll let you know when that's going to be. But Mark Patterson from Mountaineer, great information leading up to the Kentucky Derby. Now, what do we have for the Preakness? That's where we're going to go. And right now, we still don't know if Sovereignty is going to run. Trainer, very conservative, said that, he'll check the horse, see what's going on with the horse, and they'll make a decision down the road. But they weren't going to rush into it on Saturday and say, yes, we're definitely running in the Preakness. But if you want to win the Triple Crown, you have to run in it. So anyway, so that's it for the Kentucky Derby. Great race. Always a lot of fun to watch the Kentucky Derby. And Sovereignty outduels journalism. And it'll be interesting to see if those two are the two headed to the finish line come next weekend. Not this coming weekend, not this weekend, but the following weekend, 2 weeks, and then it's 3 weeks to the Belmont. Now today, Cinco de Mayo. Anybody having any big celebrations? Cinco de Mayo, rooted in the history of the French-Mexican War. Today, Mexican-American heritage and is celebrated. Pride celebrated, heritage, culture, history. Explore foods, traditions. Learn a little something about Cinco de Mayo. Go a little deeper than just having a good Mexican meal. Go and maybe watch a documentary on Cinco de Mayo, what it stands for and what it's all about. So that is today. Always everybody seems to have a good time with Cinco de Mayo. I do know this: a few years ago, locally tried to take family out to a Mexican restaurant and we went at the wrong time. It was too late. You either have to go late or early, and we went right in the middle of high time. We went to a couple different places. Nothing was going on. Everything was packed. So we ended up at Taco Bell for Cinco de Mayo. And man, I couldn't believe how expensive Taco Bell was. But Cinco de Mayo, enjoy yourself, have some fun. If you are going to go out and have some fun, you're going to do a little bit of drinking and maybe margaritas or Mexican beers. Make sure you have a designated driver. You don't want to get in trouble. It's a Monday, and the weekend's coming. The weekend's going to be here before we know it, but it's a Monday, so enjoy, but don't get too out of control with it on the Cinco de Mayo. Maybe learn a little, like I said, something about the Mexican heritage. National Astronaut Day. I love this one. Oh, well, wait a minute. First, silence the shame, continuing the conversation about mental health and wellness, and erase the stigma associated with mental illness. So that's Silence the Shame Day, National Astronaut Day, National Melanoma Day, National Melanoma Month, skin cancer, deadliest form of skin cancer, melanoma. Make sure you get yourself checked. Make sure you're wearing that sunscreen to help prevent any issues with melanoma. And National Hoagie Day. Now, you can call it it's kind of a hero sandwich is what they're saying. You can call it, now, where I grew up, you would get a grinder. In Connecticut, it was called a grinder. Either the sub, the grinder, the Italian, the torpedo, hero, whatever you want to do. Just enjoy a big sandwich. So it's one of those days where you can have some fun with that as well. National Astronaut Day. Reach for the stars by sharing out of this world stories. May 5th, 1961. So just a few years ago, 1961. 1961, a few years ago, Alan Shepard, official name, Alan Bartlett Shepard Jr., becomes the first American in space aboard Freedom 7, a 15-minute space ride, went about 116 miles up, and became the first American in space. Al Shepard, with making history back in 1961 on this date. John Michael checking in. Favorite Mexican restaurant? I'm gonna go local. My guys and gals are at Puerto Vallarta in Steubenville. Have been going there for quite some time. I remember when they took it over. It had been, I think, an Elby's Big Boy at one point, and then Porter came in and took over, and they've done very well. Great people. Always enjoy it. So a very, very tasty menu indeed. Remember the one time I can't remember exactly what I asked one of the servers to surprise me. I got carnitas that night. So it was good though. It was really good. Enjoy it quite a bit. What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite? All right. 18 on this date. My birthday is not too exciting today. 1866 Memorial Day celebrated for the first time in New York City. 1866 Memorial Day celebrated for the first time in New York City. Also in New York City, 1891 Carnegie Hall opens. Carnegie Hall. Now, Carnegie Mellon University and Carnegie, the steel mogul, that's the way you pronounce it in Pittsburgh, where he's from, where he was headquartered. But Carnegie is the way you say it in New York City. So I remember when I first got here, it was interesting when someone told me that. I said, "Oh, I didn't realize," because I started to say it Carnegie, and they said, "No, it's Carnegie here." So interesting where you are in the country, how you're going to say it. John Michael, Board of Arda is excellent. Absolutely, it is excellent. So if you're looking for a celebration, I will say this. If you need to beat the rush, you may want to go earlier in the afternoon. If you can eat dinner at 4, that might work. But the last couple of times for Cinco de Mayo, it's been packed. And there's some other good Mexican restaurants around the Ohio Valley, absolutely. But that is my favorite. John Michael apparently agrees with me. So we have that. And then, we got to remind everybody coming up tomorrow, if in the state of Ohio, if you're a registered voter, it's your opportunity. April checking in. April, hello. Hello, indeed. April, big Cinco de Mayo fan. Are you gonna be celebrating Cinco de Mayo today? If you're a registered voter in the state of Ohio, tomorrow is primary day, May 6th. Some levies out there. Not a very busy schedule for a lot of the townships and cities and everything in terms of what there's not a lot to vote on right now. In Steubenville, you have an issue. I think everybody has the issue on the ballot from the state trying to get that tax-free money to come back and help different municipalities. That's big. So a lot of people talking about that. The mayorship basically up for grabs tomorrow, the Republican primary. But if you are a registered voter in the city of Steubenville and you're a Democrat or an independent, you can still vote for your mayor because of the way it works out. You just go in, you request the Republican ballot. They'll give that to you. You fill out the ballot, and you can vote for the mayor. And the big thing is, like I said, I'm never here saying who to vote for, why to vote for him, or why to vote for an issue or not to vote for an issue. Not going to do that. Just want to make sure that everybody gets out and votes because it's important. If you can go out and vote, that is extremely important. So tomorrow in the state of Ohio, it is primary day, and you want to take advantage of having the right to vote because it is super, super important. Well, that about does it for today. We are going to say so long on this Cinco de Mayo. Hopefully everybody has a great day. And if you celebrate, have fun. But again, if you're out having a margarita or two or a couple of Modelos at Dos Equis or Coronas, you want to make sure that you're being careful. Have someone that can drive, don't have a problem. Let's see. Probably not eating Mexican today. Okay, that's all right. Let's see, John. The Mexican restaurants, 3 bad hombres. Chico Fiesta, Crazy Mexico, all good. Absolutely. So again, hope everybody has a wonderful day today, a wonderful Cinco de Mayo. Enjoy the celebrations. And remember, next week, if you're looking to make a wager on the Preakness, history's on our side. Mark from Mountaineer made the picks this weekend, and they came out truer than true. In the Kentucky Derby, we'll have off to the races next week. We'll let you know when that's going to come up in the near future. Yeah, thank you WTOV9 for the Ohio Valley Choral coverage. Much appreciated. We greatly appreciate it. Got to listen to a little bit of it today on the news. Everybody sounded to be in outstanding form. So thank you for providing that lovely entertainment for everybody that was able to attend the event. So right now, again, we're going to say so long. Remember the 2 rules, everybody. 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. We'll talk to you next time. That means